It's kind of like a hammock for your stove. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. This video is going to be about a new cook system from MSR called the Windburner. The folks at MSR were kind enough to send this to me so I could show it to you. You know, if you're familiar at all with backpacking or cooking stoves, surely you're familiar with MSR. They've been making the world-renowned Whisperlight multi-fuel stove for years and years, making several other pocket rockets and just several really popular stove models. And this is something kind of new they came out with. It's an entire cook system, and it's very lightweight, very self-contained. This is the entire stove system right here. Pretty cool. So top comes off like so. It's got a little stand here for your bottle. The burner assembly. This, by the way, is the handle for the optional coffee press. I'm going to show you that in a minute. And it actually has room for a small canister inside. And then it's got a little pad just to keep from getting scratched up. Look at the bottom, there's a cup here that comes off. And this is actually the screen part filter for the optional coffee press, which we'll take a look at in a minute because we're going to make us a cup of coffee. So the way this thing works is you got a heat exchanger diffuser here that really sits on top of the burner here, and the burner has a control valve here. This actually fits onto here, and it's all self-contained. So let me back you up just a little bit. Let's make a cup of coffee with this thing and just show you how well it works. This comes with some feet that they just fold out, very nice, and they have some adjustments to fit two different size canisters on bottom. This is the smaller canister, so it just kind of goes in here, here, and here, and fold up on top there. Just gives you a nice stable base for the smaller canisters. Take your canister, make sure the valve is closed on your stove, and you screw it on. Light it with whatever. You can see it light because it's got a little wire there that just gets hot. I think that's nothing but an indicator wire. I'm not sure, but just turn it really down low. Okay, the next step in cooking anything is to fill this up with water. In our case, we're going to boil some coffee, but this is straight out of the cooler, so that's going to affect the time, but it's been in ice water, so just let you know. This thing has got some markings inside. If you can see those graduations in there, we're going to fill this up to about whatever's in this bottle. Okay, so it's about 16 ounce bottle, so 16 ounces of cold water. I'm going to put the lid on it because it heats faster. We'll put it on and just turn this a little bit and turn it up, start, and there she is starting. I'm going to turn it up. We're going to take it to a rolling boil. You don't really have to boil coffee, I know, but we're going to take it to a boil. Okay, so it has been 2 minutes, and can you see that? 30 seconds about. Let's take a look at it. And this is absolutely rolling. So we're going to turn it down. Actually, we'll just turn it off and look at how we make the coffee. Okay, so as you saw, it was absolutely rolling boil from cold water out of the cooler in 2 minutes 30 seconds for 16 ounces. Pretty good, actually, in my experience. So this is just a French press. You put as much coffee in, just dump it in as you want, basically, to get the strength you want, and let it brew as long as you want. I'm going to put a couple spoons in there and we'll see how that works. Then you put your handle through the top of the lid like so. Screw your handle into the press with the cup part up like so. And this press fits really tightly inside. And so what you want to do is just set it up top. Let this coffee brew as long as you think it needs to brew. The longer you let it brew, the stronger it's going to be. And so I'm going to let this brew for a minute and we'll stir it up in here really good. I forgot to stir it up. Just go ahead and stir it up, let it get good and saturated with the water, and then it's just going to brew for a few minutes and we'll be back. Okay, so it's been brewing about 5 minutes. And you can actually get coffee ground for a French press. This is just regular ground coffee, but you put the screen in, close your lid, and I'm going to take it off of here. You don't want to touch any of this stuff here. It's really hot. You got a shield down here you can grab a hold of, okay? Grab that, hold it. Just unscrew that a little bit and pull it off. I'm going to set that out of the way. It's just a little more stable to do it this way. Put the lid on. And then slowly, what you want to do is just push this screen down slowly. And the concept is that screen inside there forces all the grounds to the bottom, and it's fine enough where the grounds get caught, and it just leaves the coffee, the drinkable coffee. Now you could drink straight out the cup. It's got a drinking hole right here. This stuff is probably still close to thermonuclear hot. You can drink out of this cup here if you want to. Again, it's got to protect. I just kind of use this to protect all the burner assembly system on bottom, but it's also a usable food bowl. In my case, I'm gonna go with the old school Walmart blue cup. But check the coffee and see what it looks like. Looks like it's pretty decent coffee, actually. Pour it out here. That'll help cool it just a little bit. And I'm gonna let this cool some more because this cup is already roasting my hand. In addition to the optional available coffee press, they also have an optional available hanging system, which comes in this little pouch, and it consists of this setup right here. And I'm gonna show you how that works right now. So you got 4 little hanging attachments here. They got these little spring clips on them, and they're kind of offset. As you can see, they're offset to one side. So what you want to do is, this is still kind of warm, so that's cooled off a lot now. So you want to take these, there's 4 holes in the burner shield here, and the way these things are offset to the side, as you can see, you just put them into 4 holes basically. It's not really complicated. I make things a lot harder than they have to be sometimes, but if you can get through, you got all 4 of them connected like so out there, and then you can hang this thing up like so. Okay, another thing that's really cool about it is got this little slider on here that's kind of got a crook in it, so it tensions itself. So you can put them on like this and raise your pot up like so, so that you can see this hooked up, so that it stays in there. And if you want to get your pot out, you just raise this up, and you can make it right out. So it actually keeps it really well secured in here. And if you have an unstable area or maybe a fire hazard or whatever, just hang this thing up. I think it really adds to the versatility of this system. So there you have it. That's the MSR Windburner cook system from the folks at MSR Cascade Designs. I think it's a very versatile system. It's very lightweight, self-contained, extremely compact. As you saw, it got 16 ounces of ice cold water straight out of the cooler into an absolute crazy rolling boil in about 2.5 minutes. It has the optional coffee press you can get for it, and the optional hanging system, which both of them are, MSR was kind enough to send me so I could show them to you, and I think they're both great features. Like a pretty decent cup of coffee. It just does great. I like the fact that it's self-contained. I like the fact that this little insulator sleeve with the handle, it actually all comes off to clean or replace if you need to. It's just very efficient. It's got a very efficient burner system, a heat exchange system. I like the coffee. I'm a coffee guy, so I like the coffee press feature. I like the hanging feature. There's not a lot about this I don't like, to be honest with you. It's just a really cool system. So if you're an ultralight backpacker or lightweight backpacker and you cook a lot of freeze-dried stuff, something like this is just essential to have. So I hope this has been helpful. As always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing it with your friends, for watching those ads, and thank you so much for doing your shopping on Amazon through the Survival on Purpose links. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. Once again, my name is Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. See you next time.